Good morning. Good morning, everyone, on this gorgeous Friday morning and the beginning of spring break for us over here in our house in Texas. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Connie. Oh, yay. Melissa is on. Hi, everybody. Aunt Kathy's on. Woohoo! Linda. Good morning, y'all. Hi, Connie. Hi, Pam. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I love this. I love knowing you guys are here. Hi, Aunt Kathy. Happy weekend to everyone. Thank goodness, you guys, it's spring break over here. Who has kids at home still? Anyone have kids at home still? Emily's on. Emily, is it your spring break this week? When's your spring break? Emily, you need a break. You need a spring break. Good morning, Ashley. So, and Corrine. Good morning, Corrine. Emily, it's not your spring break. Ours starts today. I'm actually going to pick Zadie up from school earlier. Not until Easter week. Oh, so they combined it with Easter week. We don't. I think we get a 4-day weekend on Easter week. Good morning, Mary. Hi, Ashley. So good morning, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started because we're going to chat for a little bit before we bring on our guest today. My name is Tracey, and I am the owner of Tracey's Fancy, and which is a furniture restoration, painting, room design company. And every Friday we meet here at 9 o'clock Central Time for Fancy Food Friday, where we just hang out and drink coffee and share our journeys that we are trying to become better people and stronger and healthier. And so we share diet ideas, which I'm going to talk about that today, and calling it not a diet. We're going to call it choices, because we're going to work on our mindset a little bit this morning. I feel like that's where I am in the game. I need to reset my mindset a little bit with what comes out of my mouth. I'm very positive in my mind, don't get me wrong. But, oh, Dawn, I get told that all the time. I have a story about that. I'll tell you about that. Remind me about the Meryl Streep thing. I have a story, a crazy story about that. Thank you, though. Thank you. I appreciate that now. I didn't used to appreciate it when I was in my 20s. I didn't like it, but I like it now. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we have a guest that's going to come on. It went so well last week, you guys, with Corinne. Was that not wonderful? She had so much information and the response was amazing. And she was so good to go back in. I wasn't able to go in and answer a lot of questions after last week's live, and she was so good. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. She was good to go in and answer questions, and she actually had multiple clients sign up with her after last Friday, so for consults. And she even has someone, she has her first client since me to come on and want the AIP, the Autoimmune Protocol, the strict, super strict elimination phase. And so other than me, that's the first one that she has, that's the first one she's had come on to do that. Usually they're like the 80-20 diet or just whole foods. But AIP is a little, Autoimmune Protocol is a little bit more strict. The elimination phase is very, very limiting. So I'm really happy for her, and I'm happy for those of you, so happy for those of you who have decided to take control of yourself and your mind and your body, and not just, lay down, especially those of us that are on here that are, entering our 50s or close to our 50s. And I've got a lot of 70s on here. I get a lot of messages. So, and Julie, good morning. And I am live, Julie. Good morning. Julie, I'm going to see your daughter as soon as this is over. I'm headed over to do a paint consult in her, like every room in her house, help her choose paint colors. So, did you know that? So yes, I'm live, Julie. And good morning, Sunshine. Haley's on too. Good morning, honey. Morning early, people. Lauries on. So anyway, I'm really proud of you guys for being here. Just being here. I don't even care if you haven't contacted Corinne or if you haven't even started yet. Just the fact that you're here at this time. Some of you are here very early. Some of you, this is 7 o'clock in the morning. And every week we're getting more and more consistency with people here. And that in itself is a step in the right direction. And it means so much to me. So, Corrine is saying, yes, she feels in control of her life and she's pre-diabetic. And Corrine and I were messaging last night and she said that this has been life-changing for her. She sends me photos, you guys. She shoots me pictures of food that she's cooking in her oven and she made some kale chips for the first time and they were delicious. And, you know, I love that. And don't hesitate to do that. I want to interact with you guys, not just on this live. Send me a message through Facebook Messenger. I'll get back to you when I can. It might just be a thumbs up, but you know, it's something saying, I saw this and I'm proud of you. But most of the time I want to take the time to answer your question or help you out or, you know, just engage with you. So, because I need it too. This has been a busy week. It's been a trying week. Yesterday was a challenge. I had a challenging day yesterday, which is exactly why when I sat down last night to think about, you know, to reflect on my week and think about what I wanted to talk with you guys about, all I kept hearing in my mind was calm down and slow down and control. The word control kept coming into my mind. So I have some things I'm going to talk to you about that. So let's get started. I've got my coffee. I've got it on the white side. It's a cute cup that someone gave me that says I love pooping, if you can believe that. It says I love pooping and then texting you about it. My best friend gave me this mug. And I don't do that. I'm going to tell you guys that I don't know why she gave me this cup. But honestly, this topic we could talk about one day, because if you're on this diet, if you're on a whole food diet, or really any good diet where you've really got your metabolism cranking, you know, that happens a lot. So, okay, let's move on. So I have autoimmune hepatitis. I was diagnosed back in December, got sick in October, diagnosed in December, started this diet in December, mid-December. I know, Laura, my kid, you know, my adult kids love that too. Sorry, Haley, I'm sorry, you can't take me anywhere. Anyway, today is 82 days, you guys. I've got to get ready for work. Have a wonderful day. Ashley, you too, come back and see us because, you know, we're going to talk about essential oils. And I don't know what you know about that, but you have a wonderful day at work. And I wish we were closer so we could see each other more and our kids could see it. Our girls could hang out. Pam, I do have my t-shirt on. So, okay, I'm going to get to that too. So I'm 82 days in on my Autoimmune Protocol elimination diet. Super, super strict. If you want to know more about that, you can just Google Autoimmune Protocol, or you can go to my website, which is traceysfancy.com. On the main page, you will see Fancy Food Friday. Just click on that. It will take you to the page that has to do with everything that we talk about. It'll tell you my story. There's every single video that you can watch. There are there's an explanation about the Autoimmune Protocol diet and whole food diet, the green juice. Everything is there. Emily did a little work. Emily's my VA. She did a little bit of work in it. Oh, good, Ashley, good. I'm glad because she's coming on to talk about that for probably a good half hour. Anyway, she cleaned it up a little bit. The page is getting kind of big, which is a good thing. So we wanted to see what would happen. The more we add to it, the page was just getting longer and longer and longer. So we needed to start dividing it up into subcategories. So I think she started a drop-down menu for some recipes, and I think she started a drop-down menu for the essential oils because I think that that's going to go over really well. And I think those are the two only drop-down menus. Maybe the videos. I'm not sure. So thank you, Corrine. That's really, really sweet. Thank you. Okay, my shirt. So y'all already may know because I've already put it all over the internet, but Laurie, who's on here with us, is a fellow furniture painter, And she is also someone who started watching from the very beginning and here on Fancy Food Friday, and she contacted Corinne, and they have been working together, and Lauries lost like 15 pounds, I think, in 2 months. And it's not about really so much the weight that she's lost, but she feels so good. And in addition to feeling good, she's learned a lot. And she said she's never been a label reader, and she's learning to read labels. She's learning to make really good choices. And Corinne has helped her with that by just starting out with a simple consult, and also doing a meal plan for her. I think she gave her like an example week's worth of meals, and then Lori has just been able to tweak that and kind of play around that as she wants. And Corinne's website is also on my page. If you'll go to my page, Corinne's website link is there, and you can go over there. I know, I'm so happy for Lori. So anyway, I had a shirt that said tacos and tequila that I loved, and I choose not to eat tacos anymore, at least those kind of Texas San Antonio tacos, and my liver cannot handle tequila or any alcohol anymore, so I'm choosing not to drink alcohol anymore. So I said I needed a shirt that said green smoothies and juice or something on it. So anyway, Lori sent me this shirt as a surprise in the mail. I got my address through Corinne without letting me know. Thank you, Lori, for putting her link on there. I really appreciate that. And she made this shirt for me, and it is absolutely adorable. But I want to tell you guys, it brought me to tears. Her card literally brought me to tears, you guys. This is her card, this hilarious dog. And when she wrote a lovely letter inside it that I'm not going to read to y'all, but it says, "You're my role model. God help me." Isn't that hilarious? So thank you, Lori. But she made this shirt, y'all, and it's a Hanes t-shirt, and it feels so soft. It feels like it's been screen printed, like down into the fabric. It doesn't feel, there's nothing hard on it. It's soft, like it's vintage, like it's been around forever. And look how cute. She did it with stamps. But anyway, it says fancy greens, and then she hashtagged it FFF. And then I love that she put y'all on it, because y'all know I say y'all. It says y'all can do this. And then it's got this adorable little squiggly. Now that you've all seen my boobs, isn't that so cute? It's so cute. And it's kind of burnt out looking, like it looks all vintagey. So I thought she had it made somewhere. She made it herself. And she made it with IOD stamps, which is Iron Orchid Designs. She made it with these stamps, which I've worked with them in the past. I used to brand rep for them. Lori, I guess, has like a plethora of their stamps. I know, Pamela, it's so thoughtful. But I'm so impressed with the design. I'm impressed with the way it looks. So I don't know that she wants to go into the t-shirt making business, but I think I could keep her busy. But I think that I really like this shirt, and that I'm going to need some more. So the stamps, she didn't use paint, she used ink, which I also have their inks, but it's these silicone stamps and a board, and anyway, you should check them out. Lori, do you have an Amazon influencer page? Let me know if you have one. If you have one, you should put these on there, and we should send people there, because you can make tablecloths and napkins and dish towels, and I mean, they're amazing. I had to stock up for my son's wedding. Lots of signs to do. Yeah, I know you can use, I've used the stamps many times on furniture. Many times on furniture. I've used the ink on furniture too, but I've never done it on a shirt. I've wanted to do like pillowcases. I thought that would be really cute. Anyway, Lori, yeah, no, because you have a full-time job. Okay, well, I'll put them in I have some stamps in my influencer page, but I'll go add these, because these are super cool. The shape of these letters, these block letters, and this, really, really cool. You don't have your own business. Well, do you want to make some t-shirts? I'm kidding, no pressure. Okay, let's move on. So thank you, Lori. I just had to give you a shout out that you're a doll. So what else did I say we were going to talk? Oh, let me real quick tell you about the Meryl Streep thing. Okay, so people tell me all the time that I look like Meryl Streep. I mean, complete strangers, which is just crazy. When I was really young, in my 20s, it was someone else. Do y'all have people that people tell you look like? Surely you do, right? My husband's, it's Mel Gibson. People always said he looks like Mel Gibson. And the other person that they say he looks like is the guy on Mad Men. Not Mad Men, Mel Gibson, Mad Men, the movie, which is so weird that they're the same. That's so weird. I just realized that. The series Mad Men, I think it's a Netflix series, I think. whoever that guy is, they say he looks like him. And then they also say he looks like Mel Gibson. So I want to hear, y'all tell me people that people say y'all look like. So when I was in my 20s, do you remember this, Laura? Do you remember when people used to say I look like Princess Di, like the young Princess Di? Do you remember that? When her cheeks were a little fuller before she got all svelte and royal, when she had that little round face and that hook nose. Phyllis Diller, they tell you like Phyllis. You know what's crazy? Phyllis Diller gets a bad rap, doesn't she? She gets a bad rap because she had the crazy hair, but she's really pretty. She really was pretty. Audrey Hepburn, Mary. You get told you look like Audrey Hepburn. That's so flattering. No one's ever told me that I look like someone like that. Jennifer Aniston, when my hair is light. Sonia, I can totally see that. I can see that in the shape of your face. So yeah, it used to be Princess Di. And then at some point, I think around 30, it became Meryl Streep. So, and now it's just that all the time. And my daughter was always Reese Witherspoon. We would travel for her gymnastics when she was little all over the country, and people would just call her Reese. I mean, they didn't think she was Reese, but they would call her Reese. And then now, as she's older, it's Miranda Lambert. People say she looks like Miranda, and she really does look a lot like Miranda Lambert. Don't do that, Pam. Don't do that. Phyllis Diller, I think Phyllis Diller is really adorable. She's got those huge, big blue eyes. She's really pretty. So anyway, the Meryl Streep thing. So one time I had a purse stolen. I think I had a purse stolen. Yeah, I had a purse stolen. And we were on a trip. I think we were on a trip to Mexico. We were in an airport, some layover. And I had a purse stolen hanging off of like the seat in the airport. Pain in the butt. Anyway, I don't know, about 6 months later, I get a envelope in the mail, and someone mailed me Valerie Bertinelli. Oh my gosh, I used to have the biggest girl crush on Valerie Bertinelli. Did y'all not love her? She was so adorable. I got a letter in the mail. This is long before internet, and it was my driver's license. Someone, I guess whoever stole my purse, just threw my driver's license and stuff. So some random man found my driver's license somewhere, I don't remember where, and he mailed it to me because it had my address on it, and he mailed it, but he put it in a card, and he wrote me, and he said, has anyone, it was just my driver's license picture. Who likes their driver's license picture, right? Not good. Anyway, he just went on and on to tell me that I looked like Meryl Streep. Haley tells me that all the time. Anyway, yes, I got this random, like, oh my gosh, that's so great. And he went on to make sure I knew who she was and what movies she'd been in, and that was I any relation to her. And isn't that funny? Everyone wants to look like you. Okay, we're moving on. But y'all, I would love to know who people think y'all look like, because I think that's really interesting that we do that, you know? So let's see. What else? Oh, okay. So I want to talk about mindset, you guys. Amy's on. Good morning, Amy. Amy is on. So we're going to bring her on in a minute, but I want to talk about this mindset thing. I want to talk about these 5 pillars. I follow someone on Instagram, and this really, really sucks. I forgot to write her name down. Oh, I should have. She's on Instagram. Anyway, she has autoimmune disease also, and she's huge. Like, she has like hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, and she is very motivating. So she's become like a motivational type person. And she said she just doesn't always want it to be about the diet. It isn't just about the diet. Healing yourself, especially for those of you with chronic illness and autoimmune, but even just wanting to feel better and be better for yourself, is not just about your diet. Yes, that is a great place to start. And yes, especially if you have autoimmune, it's a great place to start to eliminate, to take things out of your diet that might be getting in your way of feeling better. Triggers that you need to remove so that your body has time to settle down and your gut has time to heal, because it's all about healing in the gut. That's where it starts for autoimmune disease. That's what they're finding. So that's only one aspect of it, though. And sometimes, if you remember, when I started this back in December, I told y'all I cried in the produce department. Y'all remember that? I literally cried in public with my family around me that I was having to shop like this. I was so overwhelmed. And it is a huge change, and it is overwhelming. And even if you aren't sick, even if you're just making the decision to do it, it is still an overwhelming decision. It really is. Life happens. And this world and this country that we live in is not conducive to eating healthy. So making that choice in itself can be very overwhelming, which overwhelm means stress. So you're stressed. So you can't tell me that making this decision isn't going to stress you out. At the beginning, you might be high on endorphins because you're going to be like, oh, this is going to be fun and I'm going to lose weight and you're going to have all these feel good feelings going. But then once you're really into it, you're like, oh, this kind of sucks, or this is hard, or I've eaten that for 2 weeks already. And what am I going to eat now? And my kids don't like this food. And how am I going to cook? Or, oh, I got to travel. And, it can become stressful. So there's stress in just making the decision to be on the diet all by itself. But there are several things that are involved in keeping a good mindset, and I want to talk about those. And the first one is gratitude. Now, I didn't practice these. She listed them out as 5 pillars. I'm going to tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 is gratitude. 2 is sleep. Sleep, people. 3 is stress management. 4 is movement or some form of exercise. And 5 is relationships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. How's eating not in there? I'm going to put what you eat in there. Even though I think she might have put that under stress management. But I kind of want that to be its own thing because that's what we're here for. So, I know, Corrine, you know what? Can I say that I'm sorry I had to go through a job? No, I'm not. This has turned into this was not my plan. This was not my plan to get sick. It was not my plan to become healthy. That sounds so crazy. But it was obviously God's plan. And it has opened up a completely new world to me and a completely new lifestyle, a completely new mindset, and a completely new circle of people in my life. And it's huge. It's just way bigger, way, way, way bigger than me. And it's way bigger than the plan is just way bigger. And so here we are. So we're chiseling away a little bit at a time as we learn together, all right? So let's talk about these things. Gratitude. Every single day, you guys, if you could just try to wake up as soon as your mind wakes up, if your eyes aren't even open, when your mind wakes up, when you know I'm awake, oh, I'm awake, it's a new day. Just start the day with gratitude and just say thank you. Don't roll over and groan. Don't roll over and say, oh my gosh, I got to get up. Oh, my feet hurt. Oh, my knees hurt. Oh, I'm stiff. Say thank you first. Just start by saying thank you. That's all. I dated a guy for a really long time, and the first thing out of his mouth every single morning, I liked him a lot, but every single morning he would say a bad word. Like a bad word would come out of his mouth, and I would think to myself, what? You just got gifted another day, and that's what's going to come out of your mouth. I tried telling him a few times. It didn't work. But yeah, before I even had this mindset, I knew that every day was a gift. But, when you're really struggling and you've got a lot of things going on, like sickness or, family and life, it's hard to remember to say thank you. But if you could just start your day like that, that would be, I think that would take care of it. Let's just practice just saying thank you. First thing when we wake up. 2 is sleep. We're going to talk about sleep. We all need more sleep, and I've been terrible this week. I have not gone to bed before midnight 30 every single night this week, and I'm up at 6. Not good. Not good. That's not enough sleep. It is not enough sleep, and especially with autoimmune disease, on steroids, trying to wean myself down per my doctor's orders, trying to heal. It's not enough. It's not enough for anyone, but it's really not enough for that. So I told Matt last night, this is changing. Spring break is starting. I'm going to reset this week. I've done too much and I'm getting more sleep. That's my focus this week. So we're going to stop there, you guys, because we are probably a half hour in, right? Yes, we're a half hour in. So we're going to bring Amy on because I know that you guys really wanted to talk about essential oils. So I know that I've talked to you big time about the fact that I used essential oils that Amy sent me in a little roller ball, just like this. It's just a little roller ball. She made it for me and sent it to me as a gift. I was open to new things. I was like, oh, she's so sweet. She sent me a lot of gifts, but I tried it. my sleep has never been the same. I sleep, I don't move. I go to sleep on my right side, I wake up on my right side. I do not sleep. I do not move during my sleep. It's crazy. So my husband's now using it. He's probably used it a week straight. And my daughter Zadie's using it. I have this roller ball is a gift that I'm sending to Lachelle, who finally got me her address this week, that I'm gifting to her because she's having sleep issues and she's following us here. She's not on today. And then I've also got a roller ball mixed up that I'm packing because I'm leaving today for Abilene, Texas, 4-hour road trip with Zadie and I together. We're going to my son's house with his wife Tiffany and my 2 grandkids, Sophie and Colby. Sophie is 8 and we are redoing her big girl room. So I will be doing lots of fancy furniture stuff. Probably be doing a lot of video and posting from their home this week because he reminded her last night, you guys, that we were coming and she started crying. She's so excited. She's a very, very sweet, feels everything emotional child. And she's so excited. Do I not dream? Elaine's asking if I dream. I haven't been dreaming very much. I'm a big dreamer. I've always kept actually a dream journal. I've had huge, long periods in my life where I dream heavily. But I'm not dreaming a lot right now, you guys. When I go down, I'm down. I'm down for the count. So I waited about 9 weeks of using one of those roller balls, about 9 weeks before I decided, okay, I don't care if they think I'm a hippie. I don't care if they think I'm weird. I need to share this with my people on Facebook because I have so many of you that are having trouble sleeping. You have chronic disease. You have some sort of illness that is keeping you from going to sleep. You're on steroids like I am, and which that's, that affects your sleep. Those of us that are going through menopause, those of us that have littles at home that are super stressed or teenagers are at home. So anyway, yes, and Lori ordered some. She's making some for her mom and I think her sister. So let me bring Amy on. Amy is a fellow furniture painter. She's been with doTERRA for, I don't know how long. She said maybe 7 or 8 years. I don't remember, Amy, a long time. She doesn't push it. She doesn't work it as a business. She just uses them heavily in her own home and with her family and her children. And then she shares the stuff. She makes things for people. And if they like it, and if they feel that they can benefit from it, then she hooks them up. And that's what she did with me. I went to her and said, Amy, can I do this? I want to promote this. I want to share this with people, and then they can buy from me if they want to, because I want them to have the same thing. So 3 years. Okay, she said 3. I don't know. I said 7. It sounded good, right? But 3's good. My gosh. I'm only like 12 weeks in. Okay, so let's zoom over. Amy, there you are. I'm inviting Amy on. Bring Amy on camera.